All right. The other day, I shared a podcast episode where I spoke about a situation with one of my past clients, and this sales rep was working at a company. It was a small company, and it's the three mistakes that I've seen. It's repeatedly over and over and over again, and the mistakes go a lot more than this. But I just focus on top three that I see, especially when small business owners or business sales leaders are hiring sales rep. Usually they've been selling by themselves or they were the only seller in the organization, but now they want to replicate and to multiply themselves, so they bring on someone else. The problem that they have is that they don't have any structure at all, or they don't have a clear path. And let me explain. The first thing that I see is that they don't have an ideal customer. Because what typically happens is that the business owner goes to networking event, or he or she finds people through her connection, and then they bring these individuals on, they become clients, and there's no rhyme or reason of who the ideal customer is. It's just people that I've met or people that I've built relationship with. So they think that if I get a sales rep, the sales rep's going to do the same exact thing. But the problem is the sales rep doesn't have the same exact network you do as a business owner, so they're just spinning their wheels. So that's the first mistake. You must identify who's the best customer for your business, and then be able to have those information down, like who, maybe their demographics, the type of company, the type of industry, the size, the issues that they typically have before they raise their hand and say they're interested. So that's the first thing. The second mistake that I see that small business owners make is that when they're bringing on a sales rep, they don't have any metrics. So the sales rep doesn't know how they're going to be judged. We might think, well, they're going to make money. Business owners just short-sighted. They're thinking, man, we're just going to be successful. As soon as we bring somebody on, they're going to sell just as much as I was selling. When you've been selling this product or you've been running the company for the past 2 years and you've had this head start compared to this person who just came on a week ago. And then when they bring this person on, if the person is new to sales or the person doesn't have enough sales experience, or even if a person does have sales experience, the problem is the sales rep is going to not know what they're going to be judged on besides just selling. You need to have some kind of KPI or some kind of metrics. Maybe that's the number of appointments set, or maybe the number of new prospects that you have a demonstration with. Whatever your key metrics are, you need to have that so you can clearly outline so the sales rep know how they're going to be judged. It's like playing a game but not knowing the rules, or not having a way of tracking your score to see if you're winning or not, or if you're being successful, if you're progressing forward. So give them some kind of metrics. And the third thing is that they don't give them a plan. Now, you might say, well, they're a sales rep. The sales rep should know how to sell. They should come with their experience. But here's what's going to happen. The sales reps, you're trying to get those top sellers who are selling for amazing companies and are doing really, really well. They're not going to come to your small company and be able to replicate exactly what they were doing in a large company, because in a large company, they had resources. And they're going to take their time trying to replicate and to create all of those resources in your business. And then it's going to be 6 months later, they're not selling. You're going to say, why did I hire you? Why am I spending money on you? Why am I giving you 5, 7, 10 grand a month? Get out of here. And that same process is going to repeat over and over and over again, just based on the simple fact that you didn't give them a clear plan. And what I mean by that is just have simple structure. What is that buyer's journey or that sales process like? What should they be doing? What kind of materials they might need? Do you have some podcasts, or do you have some kind of materials that you can give at each stage to help the buyer educate him or herself as they're moving down the path with you? And then also you want to make sure you give them some basic templates of what they should be saying at each stage so that they don't have to reinvent the wheel. If this person coming into the industry and they used to sell cars and now they're selling software, it's a total different game, right? You're selling to two different types of people. So you want to make sure if you're selling to this, if you're bringing them on board, give them a good plan. The last thing you want them to do is just to mess up. And then next thing you know, they're frustrated and they leave. And that vicious cycle continues in small businesses where sales rep come on, they leave, and they don't have a longevity, a longer time period or a runway where they can be successful. So make sure you don't do those three things. Make sure you do those three things the opposite, that you actually do have an ideal customer, that you do have some KPIs or clear metrics that the sales rep know they're going to be judged on and that you can help them with and they can measure their success. And then make sure you give them a plan, some kind of guidance of how they're going to go through and to become successful. And not just tell them, have this in a sales training or some kind of materials that you have on site or some videos or a playbook. Give them something physical so that they can have. Hope this helps you. If you're a small business owner, you're trying to improve your sales, make sure you subscribe to our podcast, and then make sure you connect with me, Donald C. Kelly. I'd love to connect with you and help you out in any way I can. I share this with you because I want to help you to find more ideal customers, want you to build stronger value, want you to close more deals. See you guys on the next video.